Extreme. I could barely do it on hard. Uh, let's see. Well, I guess I should introduce myself to the stream. I'm gonna try to get higher scores on my favorite songs, and I'm probably gonna fail because I suck at this game. Alright, let's do this. Let's try this one first. I want to get at least B. I don't know what it stands for. Better? I don't see it's probably cleared. I don't even know. Ah, I messed up already. Alright. If I could time it better, I could get more points. But I usually always get safe.
Are people watching?
Nah, but I gotta provide commentary just in case. Well, I don't even know. There could be. Whoosh! Oh yeah. Aw, I got bad on that. I could probably get 80%. Come on. Oh, yeah, I made it. Oof. New record. Well, for me. Yeah. Alright, I did great. Let's try raising another song now. This one sounds adorable. Is that the recommended costume? Let's try something weirder. What are the extra ones? Extra characters? I don't even know which one would fit this. Honestly. Let's just dive in, I guess. Let's do this. What? No, hold on. I messed up so bad already. Okay. It's my ace on X. Oh my god. Is that celery? I'm too distracted by the celery. Oh god, nah. I'm not gonna make it to 80, am I?
My name is Eric Mason. I'm gonna tell you a
I did get 80. Oh yeah! Woo! We did it, guys. All zero of you. All zero people. Oh yeah. I'm getting better at this. Slump sounds funny. I'll try this one. What did you say, Joseph? Did you say my name?
Shut the fuck up.
Boy!
You fucking bitch.
You think you know me?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm so old to be pressing buttons this fast.
This tweet is like when white actors who want to say the N-word get a Tarantino script. And it's Charlie from the Chocolate Factory looking at the golden ticket, smiling. It's cringe. A hundred and some Crash Bandicoot guys that you should know. Oh, thanks, Billy.
I missed it.
Battleborn, Paladins, Overwatch. Over a year ago,
Oh,
I made
that
a video
video.
that provided a brief overview and a loose comparison of each of these games. At the time I made the video, both Overwatch and Battleborn were just about to release, while Paladins was in a closed but still very public beta. Now, both Overwatch and Battleborn have been out for over a year, while Paladins is deep into an open beta. But how are these games doing over a year later? Have they changed or improved? Have they died? Since that video did so much better than I ever anticipated, I thought that this would be a good opportunity to revisit the video and its games that helped launch this channel to the size it is today. I'll be spending a little time with each of these 3 games as they are today, a year later. I'll be going in the same order as I did before, comparing my experiences with those that I have documented and remember from that time. So let's stop wasting time with all this setup and let's move on to the first game. Battleborn is the odd man out of this trio, as it's the only game that includes a PvE campaign along with its PvP. It's also the only one of these games that can be classified as a MOBA rather than a competitive hero shooter. Doesn't that mean it shouldn't be compared with the likes of Overwatch and Paladins? Probably, but when I initially went into Battleborn, I didn't even know it would be a MOBA. Chances are many others wouldn't have either. I mean, it looks very similar to the other two on the surface, right? So at the very least, I wanted to share exactly what Battleborn is and what I thought it did and didn't do well. I had a lot of fun with Battleborn. A MOBA with first-person shooter mechanics isn't something you see very often, and no, Paragon or Smite does not fit that bill, and is a fusion that I would like to see survive. I enjoyed it in Super Monday Night Combat, and I enjoy it in Battleborn. It's a unique and fun fusion that isn't seen enough, and I fear that after Battleborn, it won't be seen again for a long time. Why is that, you may ask? Well, Battleborn is, at this point, a dead game. It was dead only a few months after its release, as a matter of fact. On the day of its release, it saw its all-time high of about 12,000 concurrent players, which is still pretty low for a competitive game meant to have a long lifespan, dropped to about 2,300 only a month later, and by the end of the 4th month, Battleborn's peak concurrent player numbers could not pass 3 digits. Fast forward a year later, and Battleborn spent most of its time in double-digit numbers of concurrent players on Steam, and that's when it finally went free to play. At the time of writing this, Battleborn has been in free to play for about a week, and during peak hours on a Saturday has failed to attract and maintain an amount of players significant enough to keep it going. And this is peak hours on a Saturday. This is the time where most people would be playing if people were playing it. So why did it die? And why did a free-to-play update fail to revive it? Well, Battleborn's initial death was largely due to a failed marketing campaign. Nobody knew what Battleborn was and why they should care. And on top of that, it attempted to directly compete with Overwatch, which had an insane amount of hype at the time, which completely dwarfed anything that Battleborn could muster. Combine that with the fact that it cost a full $60 retail on launch in a market that is dominated by high-quality free-to-play games, and it's clear to see why it couldn't get off the ground in spite of how much I personally enjoyed it. But what about the initial 12,000 concurrent players? Clearly they were already at the front, so why did they leave so quickly? Well, here's a rapid-fire list of reasons. Optimization issues on launch, long-term balancing issues, poor user experience that includes a lack of information conveyance, incredibly short and repetitive campaign, cluttered and visually abrasive visuals, a baffling method of unlocking characters, poor marketing, terrible response time on game issues, a dwindling player base causing a snowball of frustration for players in matchmaking pools, an introduction of a poorly conceived cash shop, an already split community between PvE and PvP, and so many more reasons. It's a lot of reasons, and they add up very quickly into an experience that's just not fun to deal with. But in spite of that quick decline I cited earlier, Gearbox continued to release DLC and patches and news and stuff like that, presumably as an obligation they felt that they had to their players after selling them a season pass. But what about after all that? Surely removing the price to entry would attract tens of thousands of players almost immediately. I mean, look what happened to Evolve. From 234 concurrent players to 51,000, basically in an instant. Some sources even say that it was over 1 million new players that tried the game. I mean, sure, Evolve couldn't maintain it, but at least people tried it. But no, not even close. No more than 1,600 players were logged into Battleborn at its peak on Steam after the free-to-play transition. This is likely because of 2 reasons. First, the game's transition wasn't announced beforehand, so nobody knew until news outlets reported on it. Evolve didn't do that either, but I imagine that giving this news a week to stew would have helped a lot. Second, and perhaps more importantly, free-to-play isn't what this is being sold as. They're calling it a free trial. The reasoning for this is because you don't get the PvE stuff, but come on. The entirety of the MOBA experience that Battleborn has to offer is included in this so-called free trial in a way that's not really any fundamentally different from any other free-to-play MOBA on the market. Regardless, free trial does not carry the same connotation or expectation as outright calling it free-to-play, which Gearbox refuses to do. Apparently, it also doesn't carry the same amount of new players as free-to-play, if the Steam charts are anything to go by. Really, I just feel like Gearbox and 2K have little to no working market knowledge of the genre they tried to break into with Battleborn, and because of that, failed to give players what they really wanted. It seems that perhaps there was a little bit of overconfidence on their part, thinking that because Borderlands did well, that Battleborn would do well, since it's full of that same Borderlands charm. Hopefully they learned a lesson. It really is too bad, though, because despite how you might feel about Gearbox and Randy Pitchford himself for their recent terrible games and terrible marketing strategies, Battleborn was and still is a pretty fun and unique experience. They added the ability to play the PvP games with incredibly stupid bots, but I have to say that I was having a pretty good time playing against them. But unfortunately, that fun can't last more than a couple of hours just because of how stupid the bots are. With such a small player base, you're mostly limited to a solo experience. Even as a functionally free-to-play title, it's hard for me to recommend giving Battleborn a try at all. There just aren't enough players, even after the transition to free-to-play, to find good, consistent matches. But hey, if you and some friends can pick up some keys to unlock the full game for about $5, going through the campaign experience together could be a pretty good time. But if that's what you're looking for, you're probably better off with something like Warhammer Vermintide instead. Looks like we're just going to have to wait a little longer for a hybrid FPS MOBA to succeed.
So to become an Avenger, are there like trials? Can't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? What's up, guys? None of this would have happened if you had just listened to me. Don't mess with me, because I will kill everybody in the world. The guy is still out there. I just gotta do this on my own.
Oh boy, here we go. Paladins. The game that people love to throw insults at me over till this day. The game that I was incredibly harsh on a year ago and very critical of in my review of it when it transitioned to open beta. When I did my segment on Paladins over a year ago, the game had just entered an awkward transitional phase as it was changing from a slow, strategic point-control shooter with level-ups and huge maps to a faster-paced and more arena-style team shooter with customization elements and smaller maps. In other words, that video was made during the game's puberty. During that time, Paladins was a bit of a mess. There was one map, and it was overly large and uninspired with a lack of cohesion in its design. The recent drastic change in the way the card system worked resulted in a very poorly balanced experience, and both of these together made the gameplay feel like something was fundamentally wrong with the game. As if it was coded by a bunch of freshly out-of-college amateurs rather than the established studio that Hi-Rez is. Fast forward about 6 months and the game had seen massive shifts in design and gameplay such that it didn't even feel like the same game. The giant, ugly open map was gone, replaced with a handful of smaller, perfectly symmetrical maps and a
I
captured
beat
and pushed
it,
style of gameplay.
yeah.
This is when I
Beat my
decided
old
to
record.
revisit Paladins, and overall I found the experience much more enjoyable than I did 6 months prior. I took some issue with the aesthetics and sound design, critiqued the improved
What the
maps
hell?
and
That's basically
window version
Roadhog.
changes that the game had seen. While I couldn't see myself enjoying the game long term,
The
I
giant turtle,
concluded
what
that
the
the game
fuck?
was
And that's
pretty
Reinhardt.
alright and worth trying out to see if you like
That's
it
fucking
yourself.
Reinhardt.
But based on the dislike bar and some of the awful comments I've received on that very video,
That's fucking Reinhardt. This shit.
Why not?
But I
Reinhardt.
digress. It's now been another 8 or 9 months, and the first thing I noticed when diving back into the game is that this time it feels like the same game. This is a good thing. There have been a few new modes added, including a true payload mode, a survival mode, and a PvE mode.
That's fucking Reinhardt.
And the card concept has been refined and expanded to include a new type of card. Legendary cards that significantly alter the focus of the
carry on to my
moveset.
Overwatch.
This includes things these cooldown functions, or even some
No, I'm cringing right now.
corroborated by it.
I have no idea how I beat that song.
That come out, having spent hundreds and hundreds of hours in both Global Agenda and Smite, with Global Agenda still carrying some of my fondest memories when it comes to first-person shooters, and Smite being the first MOBA that really sucked me off, sucked me in. So with Global Agenda 2 having been cancelled and turned into Paladins, and my general appreciation for Blizzard's games having been verbalized, and the large amount of praise that I dumped all over Overwatch, many fans thought I was nothing more than a biased fanboy with a vendetta or something. Some people accused me of being bought off by Blizzard. Others accused me of trying to get revenge on Hi-Rez for canceling Global Agenda 2. Some thought it was just raw fanaticism of Blizzard that led me to hate everything that isn't created by them. None of these are true. I had less than 400 subscribers at the time I released the video, with no way of knowing that it would have blown up like it did. I just had an opinion, and I wanted to share it. And I still stand by those opinions. At the time, I was completely enamored with the game. Every moment that I wasn't at work or working on one of these videos, I was playing Overwatch. And it hit that perfect sweet spot of what I wanted in a game at that time. Have you ever had a game like that lands in that perfect spot when you're craving that specific kind of game? For me, Overwatch landed in that spot, and I truly found nothing bad to say about it. I stopped playing so much at around the time Ana was released in July 2016, and since then, I've spent a significant amount of time away from the game. In addition to Ana, there have only been 2 other new heroes, Sombra and Orisa, as well as 2 new maps, Eichenwald and Oasis. That's pretty much it. On a more structural side, the game has gotten rid of the weekly brawl in lieu of an arcade mode for wild and crazy stuff, as well as a myriad of non-standard custom game types like 3v3 and 1v1 elimination modes, both of which share a unique map pool of smaller maps, and capture the flag. There's also now a seasonal competitive mode to participate in if that's your thing. As far as new content goes, that's pretty much it unless you want to count the one-off seasonal content that goes away, like Junkenstein's Brawl, which was a PvE-oriented horde mode that was a lot more fun than I expected it to be. It's not a lot of new content, not by any stretch of the imagination. Even Battleborn got more content, and it's dead! And Paladins has practically doubled the number of heroes. But I will say, even with barely any new content, jumping back into Overwatch after having...
Yeah.
Basically. Basically.
I can't. I'm done. That's so sad, but it's true. Overwatch is just better. Battleborn's so cringy. I'm sorry.
Battleborn groundwork and it's dead.
He's not wrong, you know.
This is the original light beer, brewed with the belief that a beer
I don't like
light.
beer. I like alcohol.
Only drink real alcohol.
Trophy hunters, this is PS4 Trophies, and we're about 3.5 years into the PlayStation 4's life cycle, and I figured now would be a good time to look back and see what has been the most popular platinum trophies that have been earned throughout this incredible run so far. So today, we're going to list the 30 most common platinums you might see on someone's profile. This list of 30 games will be ordered from
Hey, I did pretty good for my first time.
all the way up to the game with the highest number of
the platform. Remember, this isn't a list of easiest platinum. We'll say that another day. Let's just jump right into it and start with the 30th most popular trophy. That is the division, and it kicks off with a 2.3% of the PSN connected players having earned platinum. Percent comes from what you see on your PS4 trophy screen. This is all players, not just trophy hunters. So this is the first of 6 self-published
Recommended.
Coming in number 29 is Minecraft. Only 1.2% of its players have earned the platinum. Since this is the most casual game for all ages, not shocking. Based on the percentage of platinum owners, it's also determined that Minecraft twice the number
Dang, it's almost gonna be
sold
2.
division, which is amazing considering it's on every single platform. While not an exact science, you'll notice throughout this list that games with a lower percentage often sold more copies. Number 28 is Wolfenstein New Order. This machine game's surprising hit, no one saw coming, has handed out a respectable number of platinum players. It's high mark with reviewers, as a lot of players out on the hunt for this platinum. Number 27 is Horizon Zero Dawn. This game intrigued me the most. That's absolutely crazy. Number 26 is the first Telltale game.
It's often thought of to be, geeks and feathers and meat, but that's really not the case. But feathers are made 100% white. We're going to take a whole bird and try to make some fun of it.
Far Cry 4 is number 6, hitting at 24%. But completely shocking. And it's no doubt the easiest Souls title. But I would have thought that many more people would have been turned off by it and not finishing. Bloodborne was a massive hit. PlayStation has been exclusive to the sales of the game combined with the shocking very common effect. So the fact that more people, both in total players and percent, platinum this more than the ordering indicates shows me just how good this game was. Number 2 is 4.8%. Biggest surprise is that it wasn't number 1. The trophy is very simple, with the most difficult one coming after the long time. It didn't hurt that this game was extremely fun and free for the entire month of PlayStation Plus. Most people claim that this is the best game that was ever part of the Gifted Game collection, and I don't disagree. Now, the most common platinum trophy on PS4, Infamous Second Son, is almost exclusively considered a launch window title. It didn't arrive on day, but it was just launch window.
I don't have that platinum.
No, I almost had 90%.
The most common platinum is Infamous Second Son.
Rank up.
No. You. ¿Cómo no?
Vocaloid and Love.
Cheto.
This one looks freaking adorable.
No. Cheto. Cheto.
Come on. Frank House. Frank House was the last episode because I had Frank House. No, how did I mess that up?
Just imagine. ¿Cómo no? Cheto. Frankie House.
Just throw the Frankie House.
The Frankie.
but like super fast and smoking too. Oh no, I have to Frankie house. Whoa, whoa, what's going on?
Whoa, whoa, oh my god.
And then he's like, oh no, bouncing the Frankie house. Fucking Gear Force shit. It's like, oh no, Konga, Frankie house. Oh boy. No, like shit makes sense to me. Like that fun to the story.
You made me miss so many notes because I was trying not to laugh my ass off.
Boy, why are you still awake? Bet you got working like
uh,
5 hours.
I slept a bit during the day. Hello, Rika
So we're doing the
Aulia.
stream.
Yeah,
Welcome to stream.
welcome to
Ready
the
for
stream.
There will be a lot of death. A lot of death. Just kidding. That's pretty cool.
I'm trying to get at least 80% on these songs, but I'm kind of bad at this game. At least I think I am.
Alright.
We'll try some more difficult songs in a bit. I was just warming up. Oh, I got like a 65% on this. Dang. It's one of the easiest songs too.
Oh yeah?
I like it though. It's cute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah! No. You know what? You know what?
She's still singing. Oh my gosh. Even though the song ended. Alright.
You know what, Alex?
What?
I don't know what.
Is there a way to sort by difficulty? Let's see. Stars. Oh yeah, stars. Let's go up to 7. 7 is where it starts to get really good. Whoa. On. I was going down the whole time.
I think I'm gonna pass out.
Sounds like a plan. Alright, Joe Pussy later.
Why? Are you leaving?
Nah. You gonna pass out, ain't you?
I said, I think I'm gonna pass out.
Nah, you gotta like schedule that shit. That's what I usually do. Freaking watch my stream. Watch me
I
suck.
didn't say I was leaving. I said I think I'm gonna pass out.
Watch my stream.
I'll watch your stream. You should be on Twitch or on YouTube.
I'm on YouTube.
Why? Why though?
Support my journey to 80% all these songs. Paris Cinema Girl.
You have comments. I need one.
Secret police. Yeah, just in case. Hi, Joe.
Are you loading?
Which song should I do out of the 224?
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, I like this song a lot, actually. Disruptive Diva. Oh, this is where it starts to get really hard. Yeah. Celery? No, that's a. What the hell is it called? Oh my gosh. I forgot. G. Knife. Oh, I tried that one. I sucked at it. One-sided love samba. Let's try that. Alright guys, we're gonna try one-sided love samba. Let's try not to lose in like 5 seconds. Alright. Yeah, I'm at. That was hard. It's about to get really hard, I feel like. No, if it stays at this pace, I should be able to beat it pretty easily. Yeah. Alright, it's starting to get kind of catchy. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, she's singing. Right. Alright, this one's pretty easy. I think I could do this like a piece of cake, you know? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we go. Come on, throw more notes at me. I got this. Bring it on! Oh gosh, I didn't know that one had multiple notes. Woo. Okay, that messed up my rhythm. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm almost there. Whew. It's still not over. Oh, I'm not gonna make it, guys. That one section messed up my rhythm so bad. Oh, I made it. But not 80%, so I lost. Let's try another one. Let's look for a more exciting one. I like that one. That's catchy. We can do better though. Whoa. Unhappy refrain. Colorful times sexy. Gothic and loneliness. I'm the villain. Popipo. Oh my god, that one's crazy. Alright, let's try it. Which one was it? colorful, X sexy. I like the way this one sounds. But I suck at it. Oh. Alright. We got this. We got this, guys. As long as you believe at me. Okay, hold on. I messed up so bad already. That has a weird rhythm. Only way. Oh my gosh. I'm too busy trying not to get my ass kicked by this song. It's not working out well. Oh gosh, sometimes out of nervousness, I press the wrong button. I don't know why. Yeah, I messed this one up so bad. I'm not gonna even get to 70 probably. Let's at least try to get 60 to pass it, guys. No! Oh gosh, come on. Oh my god, I actually beat it this time. Woo! Didn't get to 80 though, so I lost again. I should have called the stream that. Let's get to 80% on all songs. And only do it for one of them. Wow, I actually cleared it though. It was uncleared before. What's the hardest one? Oh, this one. Nah, this one's impossible. How did I pass it? What? What is this? These songs aren't on there, are they? This one ain't on there? What the? Wait, no, yeah, it is. Okay. I don't think this one is, though. I don't even know. Let's try this one. It's the hardest one ever. I can't even get past like a minute of it. Whoa! Alright, it's not so bad so far. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, this is the end. I'm not gonna make it. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god. Well, I'm never passing that one ever. That was so fun. Oh my god. Out of my favorites, which is the hardest out of my faves. I'm gonna do one more song and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I too. I'm the chosen one. Cool, I think I increased my score on that. Alright, just one more song. Just one more song. Yes, alright. Oh, I messed that up. I made it above 80. Oh, baby. Yeah, I acknowledged it earlier. Alright, it's my last song. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see y'all some other time. I don't even fucking know when. But yeah, see ya.